what is the most common misconception when a company is about to adopt new software?
Clients think that, it could be easy, it could be joyful, it could be very fast and very cheap. Or sometimes we can face on opposite side that it could be very long, very hard, very expensive. We know needed. It's not necessary.
Is there any numbers that we need to track to see that if they are struggling in the early stage?
Customer success manager knows you. He knows about your business. What is your business? How it works? What are competitors? What are your business metrics? How you survive?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ctrl Shifter podcast, a podcast by Smart Dev and Vericel AI, featuring voices that take control and drive the shift. Today episode, we are talking about something that I think that a lot of companies have experienced at some point, which is being failed to adopt new software. Like, for example, your company buys new software and there's even a big announcement or there's even a training sessions. And a few months later, everyone quietly gone back to doing the things in the old way. So the question is, why does this keeps happening, and how we can actually getting people to adopt and also integrate that software into their workflows and also get the real business value from it. So yeah, that's what we're digging in today. And joining with me today, we have Aleksandra. She is the customer success manager with over 10 years of experience. She has a lot of experience working with big enterprises in all over the world and also across different industry, like for example, oil and gas, retail, government, and she also worked with small and medium companies. Hi, Aleksandra. Welcome to
Hi.
the show.
Hi, Zoe. Thank you for inviting me. It's so exciting. I'm so glad to be here for you.
Thank you. So, Aleksandra, before we jumped into the topic today, is there anything you would like to share with our audience?
So I want to thank everybody who listening us, and I hope our episode today will provide you a lot of useful information, or you just know something new for you, and you can take something for your work, for your professional life, or your for personal life. I don't know how much it takes, 1 hour, maybe less, and enjoy it with us.
Yes, thank you so much. All right, so I want to kick things off with a question that I think that many companies have experienced through it and is also a reality. So, when we figured out a new software and we think that it can be significant, help us in the daily work, and you feel very exciting about it and also expecting the results will come in a short amount of time. So, Aleksandra, from your experience, what is the most common misconception when a company is about to adopt new software?
I think that very good question because it's all about expectations, and from the start, clients think that it could be easy, it could be joyful, it could be very fast and very cheap. Or sometimes we can face on opposite side that it could be very long, very hard, very expensive. We know needed. It's not necessary. And I think that the best thing is to find something in the middle and know that it takes time. It takes some difficulties, unexpected difficulties, but also the result could be very surprising from good way and successful for everybody. So
Mm-hmm. I think the interesting thing is that it's not even come from the software itself. I think it's mainly about the people, right? A lot of company out there, even within a company or even within the same department, we can see that there also have two type of people that you just mentioned. One of them are super exciting about that and they think that this is going to be change my life, right? And the other one, it's just like they want to do nothing with it, right? And when you have both type of people in the same team, to get everyone to adopt it together, it become
mhm,
more challenging.
more challenges, right? You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so this thing, I think that this take us to my upcoming questions. So, Aleksandra, can you explain a little bit detail about why do companies struggle to fully adopt new software? Like, for example, why do you think that many teams still relying on familiar tools instead of transitioning into fully new platforms?
From my opinion, I think it's multi-level question because you need to consider a lot of sides of the event, like change the software, change the life, change the business process of the company.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that you need to check how your company is ready to changes. Is there enough financial resources? Is there enough human resources? Is there enough some operational thing? Are you ready to change your processes when you adopt new product? I
Mm-hmm.
think it's the main point for person who make decision in company, like your project manager. When you, if you are a company who provides software, you working with client and he has his project manager, right? And it is his point, his task to check how company, what is the degree, what is the level of readiness from them. Are they ready? Maybe they will tell you after months that, okay, we cannot do anything anymore, we don't have any money, or we don't have any software engineer or developers, or I don't know, some project managers, something like that. A lot of different things. We know that it's not easy time now, and yeah, we need to be ready for a lot of different situations. It's one thing, big issue. Second big issue, I think, about people themselves in the company. Are they ready to change? If they're working with their processes for a lot of years, year by year, they use, I don't know, like simple Excel tables or easy handle things, and it takes a lot of time from them. They spend days for prepare some information. They make a lot of mistakes, just human factors. You also need to be sure that they are ready to change, that they are ready to change their daily routine, that they need to use a new product and be sure that it is much better than before. And of course it's new. How they handle new, how they handle crisis of new. Maybe they afraid to change something because they feel stable here and they no
Yeah.
need to change something. It don't care what's better or worse. It doesn't care, doesn't matter. They just don't want to make any changes. It's like psychological point and emotional point. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe if managers, you as manager of the software company and project manager from the client company, you need to handle all over this. You need to be sure how to speak with people, how to explain them that changes is good, that it's make your life better, it's make your work better. You can save your time. You can save your time and spend it to more value task, more value things. You can get some personal development, and
Mm-hmm.
you can lower your stress level and feel more comfortable, more happy. I don't know, you something like that. You need to be sure how to explain without any fast decisions or fast changes. You need to step by step. And I think in that way you achieve the success. But company struggles because they have not such time. They try to do very fast, and
Yeah.
they have not time to speak with people, to prepare them for changes, to make a calculation: is it enough money or not? They have the task. They need to do it as soon as possible. As far just now, don't care. And that's why they cannot count these consequences, that it could be it could make worse than before, and they need
Mm-hmm.
to step back and start from the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. I see.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're right. I think that the readiness is the key, right?
Yes,
Because
the readiness is the key for sure.
yeah, because yeah, sometimes even though the company have has the budget, right? So but
Hmm.
you need to make sure that everyone is actually ready to use it, and also they need to integrate them into their daily workflow. From what I've seen, I think that the readiness, it might come with the structure, because it can also operate in multiple levels, like for example from the leadership alignment,
Hmm.
yeah, to the operational of the team, and it also affect to the emotional of comfort with changes. And
Yeah.
also they need to be realistic with the expectation about the effort and so the time. And yeah, I think that this is exactly where that customer success comes in. So let's talk a
Yeah.
little bit more about this. Can you share a little bit on the role of the customer success in helping companies from moving from purchasing the software to actually creating the impact in the business?
So the role of customer success is the big one. I think it's for client, customer success manager is the main person in the world. The manager is the person who you can trust. It's okay. So talk about some perfect world when we
Mm-hmm.
can imagine how it could be in a perfect world. And we know that in reality, we try to achieve that. We're working on it every day, and we know how the perfect picture looks like. So you can trust your customer success manager, because customer success manager knows you. He knows about your business. What is your business? How it works? What are competitors? What are your business metrics? How you survive? What is your challenges? How you handle it? And he knows about everything of that. And he knows the market. He knows how work competitors, what their weakness and strong. He knows about you, your weakness and your strong sides, and he helps you. He guides you in this business, in this market. He helps you. It's like your team member. You are a team,
Yeah.
and you're working on win-win situations. If you see the picture like you are equal, the customer success manager and the customer, the project manager and customer, you're equal. You need
Mm-hmm.
to achieve your both goal, and
Mm-hmm.
you need success. If your client succeed, you succeed,
Yeah.
and yeah, you works on this total success. Um, so something like that, I think customer success manager is very important. He's like a lawyer of client in the company. He protect his interest. He protect his goals, his interest every day. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a really sensitive thing, because you're a lawyer, but you are not like you're not working in your client company. You work
Yeah.
in customer success manager works outside, and he need to remember that, but that he needs to protect his interest, but also he needs to protect interest of the company. It's like
Mm-hmm.
a win-win situation when you consider both interests and find the, I don't know, third one. I think third things, golden middle, something like that.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Hmm.
Yeah, what you have said is very relevant to our previous episode. So we had a conversation also with a customer success leader at an AI product company, and
Hmm.
he also said that before we get into anything, we need to really understand the client business, like from inside out. Like for example, what is their business, what's their goals, and what's their challenges, which market they're running, or what are their competitors.
Hmm.
So from all of that, when you know all about your clients, you really understand about them. After that, you need to focus on helping them connect the dots between the software and the results that they are care about, right?
Hmm. Right.
So yeah, so let's make it more practical. So when you work with the customers in the early stage, can you share about the signs that show that customers might struggle to get the value from the platform at the early stage?
Yeah, sure. Client has absolutely struggled from the beginning, because you know that all we talked about earlier, it's something use changes. So you need to be there for him. You need to get feedback from users. You need to be in touch with users. You need to be to check how they try to use the software. You need to be in touch with users. You need to be sure that they knows how to use it, because
Mm-hmm.
okay, we come back to perfect world. You need to to speak with them and to explain how their new life looks like. What is the software? What is their customer experience? How they achieve their goals? Sometimes it could be like what buttons they should press to achieve the goals, to make
Mm-hmm.
to complete their tasks. What is the difference between how they do before and how they do after? And sometimes you need to spend all your time to explain, because you need to make them your team too. Not like project manager if you're working with him most of the time. All just users what use your product in the company need to be a team. And they need
Yeah.
to be on your side and on your side on your product, and it should be for real. They should believe in your product like you also should believe in your product. It's the main point. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, you should believe what you do, what you sell, what you provide. Don't forget that the customer success manager is the face of product, is the face of company, is the first association of company, of product. You need to
Mm-hmm.
remember that all the time, and to support the image or the quality, support values, all your company presents, you need to take with you all the time and show your clients users, and
Mm-hmm.
they need to believe you.
Yeah. Yeah. But what about the signals? Is there any numbers that we need to track to see that if they are struggling in the early
Yeah.
stage?
Yeah, you need to be prepared for this stage. So you know that your sales manager, your company sells the product to your client, and there will be a stage of first using. So first of all, you need to check that they can send requests to customer support, like tickets to your customer support, to your engineers, and they need to be in touch with you and tell you that we have some questions from users. I don't know, it's something with the password, sometimes something with the login, something with authorization. It's like basic, most frequently cases.
Yeah.
Also, you need to be in touch with your project manager in the client. He need to provide you how it's going from the inside. Is it okay? How they feel? How everybody feels? Is it okay? Or is it really bad? And I think the one of the most thing is you need to make some steps back and prepare like key parameters,
Mm-hmm.
what you can unload from the system. It's like in my company we call it like main significant actions.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, you know that that client, for example, upload some files to the system. He need to upload every day, and you know how much files should be every day, like approximately, and you can unload from the system this information about quantity,
Mm-hmm.
and you see that it's around your expectations. Okay, they use it, it looks like okay. So, or you can check quantity of authorization, how many users should authorize every day. 10,
Yeah.
15, I don't know, 16, doesn't matter. You need to check, is it done or not? I know
Mm-hmm.
if you check and it's zero, so I think it looks like a problem, and you need to
Mm-hmm.
go to the client and ask, what is their problem? Maybe I can help. See that you need to authorize your users, but it looks like something wrong. Could we
Mm-hmm.
check, please? Yeah, something like that. It could be very simple. It could be like small red flags what you need to describe for to prepare from your side and check with the system. It's not necessary to touch every user and ask him, are you okay? Are you okay today? It could be very stressful for them. But if
Mm-hmm.
you can unload from the system without touching uh, people, it very helpful for you. You can
Yeah.
collect more information, and it show you, is everything okay from this stage from the start,
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah.
you need to be sure, or you need to go and ask for help. You need to be sure, and I think it's your goal that your users should be involved in the system as maximum they can.
I see.
Mhm.
One thing that I think that is kind of interesting is that the adoption challenges often appear long before the customer actually say that something is wrong, right? So what
Mhm.
you have said of that signals, it can help us to like to translate what's really going on with the customer, but no need them to actually saying with us, right? We have been talking about the early stage, so I'm curious about on your side as the customer success manager, how do you build the adoption journey to minimize those challenges? What does that look like? The process, what does that look like?
So I think we could start from onboarding, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
we already finish this stage of selling, prepare business requirements and all technical requirements, a lot of documentations. I think we
Hmm.
already done it. And now our stage is onboarding. We already implement and provide the software to the client, and he start to work. So I think in this stage is, as we already discussed, you need to pay a lot of attention. Maybe you need to be prepared for that, and you need to prepare some instructions. Video instructions could be better. First of all, what you need to remember, if you are a customer success manager, you need to know your product for 100%. You need to
Yeah.
know what is it, what each button means,
Hmm.
what client should do, what basic users cases. You need to know everything of that. You need to know what profit your system provides. You need to know how to use it to achieve some goals, some metrics, some processes, how to implement some processes. You need to know everything about this. Sometimes it's really a hard question because customer success manager think that he needs to know it from technical side. It could be challenge, but I think it's not necessary all the time. But if you work with your system very long time, you already knew something about technical issues like develop language, like database, something like that,
Hmm. Yeah.
server infrastructure, and a lot of technical issues just for to help client, because sometimes there are a lot of technical issues and clients ask you. He can ask you about what's wrong with my server, but you
Hmm.
don't know because you're not engineer. But you need to understand from where this question coming from to
Hmm.
explain your team. So back to onboarding. I think it's much better to record video instruction. You can
Yeah.
write it by yourself, like you just make screen record and show every client user cases, and show how to achieve each goal, what mentioned in business requirement. Sometimes, if it's possible, you can just arrange workshops or webinars and speak with people online and explain, answer their questions. But I think sometimes it depends on client, because
Yeah.
in my experience, I have a very big client with more than 1,000, 2,000 people, and it's absolutely not possible to provide workshops and webinars because there are a lot of people and they changes, I think every 3-4 months or 6 months, and you need to start again. So, and I think video instruction is the best option for that.
Hmm.
So yeah, you can provide them. Maybe you can pay attention for some frequently asked question, what they
Hmm.
ask the most. Like basically, you know, if you have a lot of company, if you have a lot of clients, you have a lot of experience, and you know what the main problems are, like
Hmm.
authorization problem, downloading problem. It's basic, it's frequently asked question. Is You can also be prepared for that. Also, you can prepare the documents, instruction, like in PDF or in Word, in some electronic format, digital
Hmm.
format, and provide them
Hmm.
everything what can help. Also, I think sometimes maybe good option if you prepare some test. it also depends on client. You can prepare a test with questions or like quiz with questions, and your users need to answer, and it much better works for memory, for their memory. So I think that's all about onboarding. Next stage, I think it's activation. When onboarding is done, and start a full working process. So they work with your system every day. So of course you need to be in touch. You need to be there. You need to spend most of your time with users. You can prepare some live chat, or I don't know, make some hotline
Mm-hmm.
to answer questions. First, with first priority and fast. Do not block the process. Just do it very quickly and spend all your time for this. I think it's not take so much time. It's, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe less. Depends on client, depends on system, whatever. And of course, you need a team to help you. What we already discussed, you can check the main significant actions and check how it's going. Is it okay or
Mm-hmm.
not? And of course, you need to be in touch with your project manager in client and check, is it okay? Is business goals achieved? Is everything fine? Are you sure? Are you happy? Are you satisfied? And something like that, you need to be in touch. The last but not least stage is expansion. Expansion is like a dessert. If you achieve expansion, you're very good in your job, and it means that everybody is happy. Business process working as they should work according your business requirements and according of your system, everything. Users are happy too. Everything okay. Everything calm, no stress, all good. And they already trust you, and they're ready to look forward, to go forward, to look in the future and think about how make their lives better, how make everything much better than now, and what they can do to achieve something new. Yeah, it's if you achieve this case, these steps, you're already a very good customer success manager. Of course, we remember that we are living in perfect world, and in perfect world, you already know that you achieve this step already. If you're a customer success manager, if you already have the picture how your product could be expanded, what are the next steps, what customer need to do after he feel comfortable, he already use your system, and what next steps. You already knew it before. You know it from the beginning. In this case, so you already have his trust, and you need to guide. You need to guide him. You need to be prepared for this. You need to collect feedback from users that everything is fine, what we can do better, what we can add, and you have a lot of, I don't know, list of additional development, list of additional features, and you need already something new from your side, from your
Mm-hmm.
product team, and you can come to your main person in the client and discuss it. And of course, you need to be prepared for numbers, for profit, for everything what you can count, and explain him that it's much better to go forward and to make something new. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very practical. Let's talk about the tools side of things.
Mhm.
Okay, with the customer success team, do you guys use any AI or automation or any like customer data tools to support the customer success process? And can you share a little bit on how these integrate into your daily workflow?
Yeah, about AI, yes, it's everywhere, and each business want to be in this mainstream and use AI tools everywhere. So, but there are a lot of differences between AI. You can use AI just for use AI, or you can use AI just to really what helps you. So I think that for customer success, there are a lot of good AI tools what helps you to collect information. If you work with big clients, if you work with more than 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 users of your system, you need to use tools what collect data from them, what collect data about customer experience, the user cases, how often they use your system. Every information what you can get, you can get. And I think it's good thing if your AI tool can analyze it, process it, make some decisions, suggestion, what you can do, what the main problem. So make some work for you to analyze this information. It save a lot of time of you. You need to
Yeah.
use AI tools to save your time. If it's not save your time, no use it. It's
Yeah.
just you use your save your time. So maybe you can use AI also to get some feedback, like questionnaire. You prepare a lot of some 10 question, 5 question about what do you think about our company? Do you like it? Something like that. And also your AI tool can prepare this, can collect information, and can provide you the conclusion, what is good or not. I don't know, maybe you can, it depends on, it's like a fantasy. It depends on your system. You can add some AI tool in your system, and it like live chat or help to search something in the system, where I can find in the system these documents. You can ask
Yeah.
user, I can ask, or how can I make this task? What should I do? What button should I press? Something like that. What can help users on his place and not ask you? Because it sometimes people don't like to speak with other people. They like,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's much better to ask the system, ask internet, but not touch, not ask somebody. It's sometimes it's quite stressful, and you need to make easier life for your client, and it's could very help.
So after all of these journey, like from the onboarding and then to until expansion, so how can you know that customers are really successful with adopting your product? I mean, with metrics that can reflect that?
It's good question. I'm not sure that you know how to do that, because you can do that if you have product and you have a lot of clients who mostly the same, and you can make statistics. Just uh, this company spent 3 weeks and everything is good. This company spent 6 weeks and everything good. You can compare what was wrong, what the
Mm-hmm.
difference, why. But if you work with big companies like enterprise companies, your case is not the same like before. It's every time different case, and you can compare it with each other. You of course have expertise, you're professional, your team is professional, and you make some calculation before. Okay, we ready to spend I don't know 6 weeks to this project, and you spend 8, for example. So you 2 weeks, it's your wasting, not like wasting time, it's, yeah, your losses. Yeah. And you can reflect why, uh, what was wrong, and next time you hopefully do not repeat these mistakes. um, when you how can you understand? I think uh, you need to try to make a lot of parameters what you can count, what
Mm-hmm.
shows you like system works stable, everything is fine, all of what you expect you can see from one side. And from another side, you need to speak with your clients, make meetings, and ask him how he's feeling,
Mm-hmm.
and what he think. Is it okay or not? Is he happy to trust you or not? Or maybe he regrets. We don't know, because you know that if you work with big companies, it's a really hard procedure to buying procedure. It's a lot of competitions, a lot of market requirements. You need to make tenders, and they all the time need to choose what is the best because they have a lot of limitations. Sometimes they have a lot of government limitation. They can choose only some companies, not other companies. A lot of conditions, and they really hard to make a choice. And
Yeah.
their choice should be 100% success because they cannot have another try. They cannot have another budget to make the same thing once again. It's really
Yeah.
hard. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
you need to understand that. You need to understand how this business working. It also okay, they not success, but and your project manager could be fired. It's not your fault. But this situation can be done like this, that nobody happy, system not working, wasting money, wasting time. And for company, for client company, it is fault of project manager and he could fire.
Yeah.
You just need to make focus that it could be like that. You just need to know that it happens. And of course, it's not on your side and you cannot do everything, but you
Mm-hmm.
need to try. You need to try that. You need to be more, I don't know, like human, to make a human way to work this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see. All right, so we already come to the last questions today, and I think that to wrapping up our conversation, I think our audience would love to hear some of your advice, Alexandra. Yeah, so if companies want to improve their software adoption outcomes, what is the most important principle that they should keep in their mind?
If you're customer success manager, and you working with good big companies or small companies, wherever, you need to be sure that people in the company is ready, that
Mm-hmm.
they are ready to new solutions, they are ready to changes their life, positive changes their life, that everything is clear. I think if you customer success manager in and your basic things should be that everything is clear for you, for client, for your product team, everything clear, everything's the same, they all see the same picture, nobody thinks something else. So it's your task, it's your goal. You need to be sure that everything is clear. So also you need to know that you need to believe in your product. You need to believe
Mm-hmm.
that your product is good, and that it has its profit. It's what profit it brings to client, to users, and
Mm-hmm.
you need to believe it and to be like a representative of this, like face of this, like you are the product for them, and they ask you, and you responsible for your company in front of your client, in front of
Mm-hmm.
users. Uh, so what else? I think that from personal side, customer success manager need to take care of himself because
Mm-hmm.
the position of customer success is all the time in between client, between company, and between his personal health, personality, right? And customer success manager all the time need to take this place in between.
Yeah.
It's impossible to take place in client or in the team, or just in the middle. It's work, it's a job to be in the middle and to see all interests and to figure out how to match it, how to do it the best way for everybody. Yeah, it's hard, sometimes it's impossible. But you can talk to people, you can explain to people, and you find a way. You need to, I think, improve your psychology skills, your personal human skills, because you need to speak with people not like business person, like just not just friend, but just good person, just who involved, who care about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No need to be their friend, but you need to be on their side. You need to provide support. You need to take care about yourself also,
Yeah.
and work with your personal stress, work with your personal mind health, right? Yeah, but it's really, really interesting position, interesting role, and you know a lot of things. You work with everybody. It's sometimes it's one of the central role in the company because customer success manager works with a lot of teams, a lot of teams, different teams like product teams, support team, um, top manager team, sales team, marketing team. It's like in the middle of everybody, and it's really interesting, and uh, I don't know how to. It's really inspiring position, and yeah, I like to be on that position, and I want to improve every day, and I want to wish every customer success manager in the world who listening us to be patient, to take care of yourself, uh, to enjoy your work, really enjoy your work. You need to just enjoy and work on what makes you happy, and enjoying this job.
Yeah, thank you so much for all of these great advices and very inspirational as well. So,
Yeah,
yeah, thank you so much, Alexandra. So, it has been a very practical conversation, and I think that anyone going through a software rollout right now is going to take a lot of insights from this episode. Thank you so much for joining us today.
thank you, Zoe, very much. It was very pleasure to be here today. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. And
Thank
for
you.
everyone listening to this episode, if you like this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your thought down below. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.